Okay. Now, Shojal, you can
Um,
switch on your camera. I'm going mute.
Hold on. Okay. Am I audible and visible both?
Yeah, yeah. You are both audible and visible. Please introduce yourself and then we can start for the journey. Thank you.
Okay, we'll start in few minutes. Let other join.
Shojal, you can share your screen.
Okay. Has everyone joined now by now?
Yes, yes, yes. Everyone have joined. You can share your screen.
Okay. Give me a second. So how many folks do you have? 11,
Yes,
10, 10 people.
yes. More will join. We can go ahead. We more will join.
Sure. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining this session, this presentation. My name is Shajul Banerjee, and I work in TCS. I head a practice called Niche CRM practice within TCS, and I am a PMP. I have been maintaining it. I have worked as project manager extensively over years. Um, so very happy to be part of this forum and present in front of you. So the central idea behind today's discussion is simple. Projects do not fail due to an unexpected event. Most of the times it fails due to certain small activities, small warning signals that comes our way, but that is undetected, unheard, unacted upon before it becomes an issue. So in the next 45 minutes, I will talk about how to identify such signals, how to write proper risk statements using those signals, how to handle the mitigation plan around them, how to monitor whether the plans and the triggers are the actions that is taken on those are working or not. And then I will share some best practices on how to effectively manage risk in a project. Before I even start, it is said that if the project manager has to do only one thing out of everything that PMP suggests, they should do risk management. Risk management is probably the biggest or most biggest contributing factor of a project's success or failure. So risk management is something that every project manager should have at the top of their priority list. Now, I will give you a real world scenario. Like this is a very relatable scenario for many of us. Your go live is 4 weeks away. The integration partner says the interface should be ready. The business SME is only available part time, and test data has not yet been approved. I need some volunteers to talk about what has happened over here. Do we have one risk, three risks? We have an issue, we have an assumption. Where are we in this scenario? Can someone share their thoughts?
Hi, Sajal, available here.
Yes.
Okay, so according to this, that I'm going one by one, that integration partner says the interface should be ready. Okay, so the business SMA is only available part time, and test data has not yet been approved. So I'm just really need, I just need more input for this. The integration partner says the interface should be ready. Interface should be ready means with the interface team, or it will be ready by the integration, because integration team should ready the interface, correct?
Yeah. So
Okay,
go
so
on. You are on the right line. But what do you have? Do you have a risk here? Or
okay, so interface, integration partner says the interface that is a risk. According to me, the business SME, that is also a risk, but the test data has not yet been approved. That is an issue according to me, because which should be approved. We are actually earlier. Maybe we also, along with risk register, we should always follow the predefined risk register, which so and along with that, maybe it was there, but we have not followed up that, and that already has become an issue. It's the present situation that it has not been approved yet, which should be approved within a certain timeline within LTA, but that has not been approved. So in that case, it is an issue, and SMA is only available part time. That is a risk, because if SMA is not available full time, then what will be the consequences, what will be the mitigation, and what will be the trigger condition to become at risk. So that we need to analyze. So that is my understanding.
sure.
Thanks, Ajay.
Any other comment?
Yeah, so this side Abhijit here. Okay, so until and unless any test data which has not been approved yet, okay, you cannot go ahead with other development or that interface ready. Okay, that is, I would say, the main primary risk or the issue right now within this project. Okay, without any approved data, you cannot go ahead. Okay, whether it's good to implement or whether it's good to use it while uh, keeping ready with the interface, because until and unless data is verified and approved, we cannot use it.
Okay. So this is how I decipher the situation. We have three warning signals. We cannot say with confidence that these are risks yet. So first one, interface should be ready. We don't know whether it is ready or not. So there is uncertainty. So most likely this will be falling in the risk category. The business SME is only available part time. So this is another signal. It's a constraint that there are some challenges, there are some limitations that we'll have to live with. It might get into a risk because something can happen and so on. It can fall into the risk category at a later point of time. And the test data has not yet been approved. See, we don't know whether it was supposed to be approved by now or not. Maybe it is supposed to be approved a week before uh, go live. I'm just thinking loud, right? So we need to dig more into this, understand the details about each of these three signals, and convert them into risk issue or constraint assumptions, whatever is appropriate it is. Okay. Now let us move forward. See, most of the project steering committees, they see only the top part of this diagram. They see only the tip of the iceberg. They see the delayed milestone. Something has not happened. They respond to escalations. They see production issues, defects, outages, customer complaints, and so on. But they miss to look at the bottom part beneath the water. What were the assumptions that those were not validated? Whether the stakeholders have been aligned, whether there were any dependency on vendor, whether there was a compliance aspect into regulatory aspect into the project that can create hard dependencies or hard restrictions on the project timeline and cost, whether there are challenges with resource attrition, whether there were the requirement scope were not properly defined or not. Right? So for the project managers, all of you, I ask you to think through about your projects. Right? As we talk about this entire session, entire discipline, I want you to think about one critical project that you have handled or you have been part of. Does your steering committee notice the bottom part or the top part? Risk management discipline, PMP framework, and the guideline converts this decision making, these discussions beneath the water. Escalations, production issues, or milestone slippages, whenever that happens, that has already happened. The expectation from the project manager is not to predict the future, but understand what can fail, what can have an impact, what proactive action can be taken to avoid um, a failure. Now, these risks can come from multiple from different areas, right? It is very important for all of us to think holistically when we are thinking about risk. Risk, many times we have the technology tunnel vision where we only think about the technical debt or technical challenges to be the only risk. But the risk can come from different aspects of the project life cycle. It can come from customer stakeholders. They might have different expectations, they have different adaptation frequency, different requirement for customer satisfaction. It can come from business. It can come from technology. It can come from cybersecurity threats. Data has always been a big challenge in every project. It can come from operation, business adoption, business readiness. The risk can come from the vendors, dependency, risk and dependency can come from the respective vendors. It can be your product partner, it can be your implementation partner. And regulatory and compliance can be the biggest risk, biggest threat to any project. If not handled properly, it will derail the entire project and throw it out of its track. It can never go live without the compliance approval. So for a project manager, it is very important that you think holistically, identify early, analyze objectively, respond proactively, monitor continuously, and communicate transparently. We'll talk more about the discipline in the following slides. This is re-emphasizing why risk management matters. If you can anticipate threats in your scope, schedule, or budget, you can take necessary action for efficient project delivery. So you are protecting your delivery. There is an echo, if you can please mute. So if you can identify a risk early, then you can take action. Enable proactive decisions. So risk management is not about writing the risk, filling a risk register. It is about understanding the uncertainties and taking actions. So proactive decision making, proactive action is the crux of the risk management. And the most important aspect that we all need to protect is the stakeholders' trust. Because if the trust fails, then everything is gone in the wind. If you do not do proper risk management, do not follow the proper risk management process, you are likely to get into issues